What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simple Sports Hub, man, where we talk all things Washington Commanders football. This is supposed to be a pregame, episode where we discuss our matchup on Monday night, on tomorrow night against the Cincinnati Bengals. But as y'all can already see, man, we got something to discuss first, man. Let's talk about it, baby. All right, man. The Washington Commanders decided to let's get a little bit more spicy, as we go up into the second preseason game against the Cincinnati Bengals. And what other way than to have some developing news drop right before the game? Because this is something that, hey, man, if you're a real Commanders fan or you've been following this team for however long, bro, like you really don't like you used to see this type of stuff way early, like maybe early in the day, early in the week. This is already something that's already been speculated or shown as a development going on. But nah, man, the new regime is like this information is like tighter than a frat, like than a frat house. Like this is really tighter than a frat house. Like this is you don't frat house or those secret meetings that they have, if you was a part of those political parties and you really want to know some tea, like these are happening in those underground basements and those wine cellars or cigar cellars that's down in the holes, where they discuss these type of things. That's how the Commanders news have been, kept in house. And like, yeah, we got this. This was some stuff that was approved by AP and Josh Harris and company and the whole upper organization. Like, this ain't something that they just, that Jordan Schultz, shout out to Jordan Schultz for first, breaking the news or breaking the information about this development. Because as you can see, man, the Commanders have been shopping Brian Robinson Jr. To teams around the NFL. The former third round pick out of Alabama is entering the final year of his contract. And that's all, like, that's literally, some of the, man, Adam Schefter didn't report this, Ian Rappaport didn't report this. This came from Jordan Schultz, who is a, big name, out there in the, in the analyst, side, beat writers and all that kind of stuff. Like, he's a well-known name, especially in the DMV area, right? Everybody talk about Jordan Schultz. But to have him drop this developing news, it's like, damn, like, where does this come from? Like, how did we get here? I know there's a lot of speculations about Bill being the number one guy, but that was like fan base media. Like, hey man, Bill, hey Slim, you see Bill, like he might be the number one guy for the team, man. Like, and he definitely showed signs of it. I already know Bill, was a 7th round draft pick out of Arizona. Damn, didn't maybe play what 1 or 2 games for them last season due to academic issues or something wrong with his academics or something that went wrong when he transferred from New Mexico State to Arizona, and that halted his whole junior year, senior year. So it's like now that you kind of see that and you kind of see him play his first preseason game. See him at practice. You hear a lot of people raving about, Bill. It's like you kind of just like in your mind just think about like, dang, what do that mean for B-Rob? Is B-Rob time up in Washington? Washington D.C. with the Commanders. And then there's the other side of it. The fan base was already done with B-Rob 2 years ago. 2 years ago, last year was probably the writing on the wall for a lot of the fan base. It was like, man, we need to get another running back. And then as you went into the off season, you kind of saw and you kind of read and you kind of heard through the rumblings that we're looking at running backs. And then we seen the list of running backs that was coming out in the draft class. And then you had a lot of fans like, hey man, we don't get Amari Hampton. We didn't get guys like Tutin from out of Virginia Tech. And there was more and more guys, Dylan Sampson from Texas. Like Jaden Blue from Texas. It was a lot of guys. Younger from Iowa. It was a lot of guys that and if I missed anybody, y'all already know. I don't think we had a chance to get Genty, but they said if Genty failed to pick 29, we should take him, right? So it was a lot of ramblings that B-Rob was already done in the fan base's eyes. Like, We was ready to move on. We was ready to step into the next running back of the future. And when we didn't draft one until the 7th round, that Bill became number 32, became the guy that everybody was like, hey, this is going to be the starter. It started all, let me say, like how the timeline went. It was, hey, we need a running back in the first, second, third round. We need to go get somebody, and then we didn't get one until the 7th round. Oh man, all right, yeah, man. And it had started there. He's taking B-Rob job. Man, looking at some of his film, man, he's like that, man. He's gonna be way better than B-Rob. It started there, and then it kind of crept into the whole like training camp, like him actually getting some snaps, him actually getting some bump, and it was like, oh yeah, he gonna be the starter by the end, towards the end of the season. He gonna be our starter. And then as the preseason game and they seen him, or the joint practices started, oh yeah, Slim gonna be the starter by week 4. And then as the preseason happened against the Patriots, oh, he gonna be week 1 starter, y'all. So it's like, damn, the fan base kind of called this. And this is not to say Brian Robinson is gone. Brian Robinson is still with the team. This is just developing news. I know we would tend to take this and run far left field with it, but B-Rob is still on the team now. Does that mean he's going to be our starter? When you see news like this, and if you see how he, like, when he comes onto the field tomorrow night, if he's running with the ones or is he running with the twos, that would kind of be like a nice little spades hand that you want to throw out there, that low spades to let the ops know that, hey, yeah, we about to start cutting shit out here. We about to start cutting y'all. We about to start cutting all them diamonds, all them clubs, and all them motherfucking hearts that y'all got in your hand. But I'm gonna start off with this little. That's what tomorrow gonna be like. Like if he don't start with the ones, yo, like then there's that little 3 of spade or 4 of spade or maybe 8 of spade come out your hand. You like, damn, Slim, like this might be a telltale sign that B-Rob time in Washington is all but over. But I still say that until the trade happens, until something actually transpires, whether we trade him or release him, he really don't even got to be week 1 starter for me. He don't have to be our starting running back. We owe B-Rob nothing. I mean, he's produced, but he hasn't produced to the level of, but I'm not going to hold that against him because as a whole, as a totality, outside of Terry McLaurin, everybody pretty much that was on this team before AP and Josh Harris took over was ass. Like nobody stepped up and showed out that they was that guy. Like they deserve to be on this team. I'm just being frank. So it's not like B-Rob didn't run for, had 2 or 3 seasons where he ran for like, a 900 or top the 1,000, maybe 2 of those 4 seasons that he's been with us. Nah, I mean, then he had an unfortunate incident where he got shot in DC rookie year, and that kind of not derailed him, but it took him off the course of him being ready to start as our RB1 going into week 1, and then he came back like what, week 5, week 6 as he was rehabbing. And, hey, prayers all to him at that time. And thank God it wasn't nothing that serious. I mean, it was serious. The incident was very, very serious. He got shot. I mean, maybe because where I grew up at, how I grew up, it's like, all right, nigga, you still living. That's like, no. It's very traumatic, right? But he bounced back from that. He had that historic, first game coming out the tunnel. They cheered for him. All the fans at that time cheered for B-Rob. But then it seemed like the fan cheering just kind of went down here because, some of the signs that he definitely showed us from a running back perspective is like he didn't show that he could read holes or he could let holes develop. But then he had some moments where he had big runs. He had moments where he got better as a pass catcher. That year with Sam Howell, when they had no block whatsoever, like he was a definite threat for Sam Howell out the backfield. That big catch and run for a TD against the Seattle Seahawks, if you know. But it just never it never took off for him, if that makes sense. So now we're here, man. It's developing that we have been shopping B-Rob around. And that's also, alluding to Bill being our number 1 running back going into week 1. These are all developing stories. This is all speculation. This is not nothing concrete and evidence, but this is definitely giving the Commanders We been sitting around here holding our phones, waiting for that Bleachers Report or that ESPN update to come through and say, "Hey, Terry got his deal." Nah, Slim, we got hit with some developing news that AP and company been trying to shop little B Rob around, man. It's like, man, we found somebody else that we like. And now to talk about the running back room, you got B Rob, you got Chris Rodriguez, you got Austin Eckler, you got Bill, you got Jeremy McNichols. And then you had two Felton and another guy. I don't see them two making it. Just being quite frank with you. And then you got my thoughts. It was B Rob, Austin, and Bill. That was my three running backs, and you had C Rodriguez on the practice squad. That was my depth chart play out. Like that was going to be who I thought make the team and who's going to be on practice squad and who wasn't. I kind of felt like Bill was going to make the 53-man roster and not be put on practice squad. Just because so many people was talking about him. And then when I seen him with my own eyes in the preseason game, I'm like, yeah, he definitely gonna make the mob. But I didn't see McNichols making his team. I still don't see him making his team. Just me personally. Say what you want. But now it's starting to shake up. And tomorrow is gonna be a real tell sign for us that can really see. We ain't gotta hear it, the true report coming out. I mean, or till the true report coming out, who's gonna be our number one guy. But I think B Rob can still, if he remains on his team and he don't get traded, I still think that he can be effective for our team. Red zone. He definitely excelled in the red zone, last season. I think he had 6, 7, 8 touchdowns for us. That's pretty much good, man. And you could be a thumper for us. You may not be an every down back, but you may be a good thumper for us. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all feel about this whole B Rob situation. I'm probably gonna drop 2 videos and probably gonna drop another one outside of this to talk about pregame and what I want to see out of our Commanders. And I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna break these videos up, man, because I want y'all to tune into this one, develop this one, dissect this one, and then we want to drop the pregame video, man. So y'all please leave a comment, drop a comment how y'all guys feel about this developing story. Here in the late night hours, it's like, no, it's not late night, but in here on the back half of the day, when we're getting ready to go to sleep, the developing news drop. Y'all drop a comment, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this developing news. Do y'all think B Rob gets traded before week 1, or do y'all think he remains on the team and he may not have that number 1 starting spot? Y'all let me know. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We still on this grind to 800 subscribers, man. Raise hell. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.